and welcome back. Today is Sunday, March 31st. I have your three best bets for you in the NBA today. Happy Easter Sunday, everybody. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the page. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday Funday. We have a great day of basketball ahead of us. We have the Elite Eight women's basketball, NBA 10-game NBA slate game. Watch out, however, in the NBA, 6 of the games are 8.5 spreads or higher. There are a few that are like 6.5, which could get down like to 6, but there's some pretty big spreads here today and some pretty low over-unders overall. But we have 3 beautiful spots here that I absolutely love. As always, if you're new to the channel, please leave a like, subscribe down below. Makes me know you like the content. And before we jump into today's action, we got to recap yesterday's plays. We ended up going 2-0 on best bets yesterday. Could have easily been 1-1 yesterday. The one play that was not very close at all was CJ McCollum. He balled out for us. We had over 21.5 points. He finished the game with 24 points in the game. He ended up taking 24 shots, 10 three-pointers. He was pretty incredible early on. Yeah, he made us wait a little bit longer in the fourth quarter, but he cashed with ease there. And then we had the Bucks-Hawks same-game parlay. And the only legs that we're very nervous about, Giannis 30-plus points, that cashed early in the third. We had Bojan Bogdanovic, probably butchered that. We had 2+ threes. He had a balling game. He had a great game overall. But we had Murray and we had Beasley waiting on it. Beasley, man, he took every 3 in the building in the second half. He went 1 for like 9, and then he went 2 for 10. He cashed his last 3 with 1:50 left. And then DeJounte Murray hit a layup there late for us. So we got lucky with those two. It all happened within seconds of each other. I switched back to the Alabama game. Couldn't believe that those two hit. Thought we were walking away with that, but hey, easy winner. Not really that easy. Hopefully today is a little less sweat-free than that one. So let's just jump into it. For my first best bet is going to be in the Knicks-Oklahoma City matchup. This is going to be a fun game overall. I wish SGA was playing in this, but he's not. So I'm going on the Knicks side of this matchup. Going with the point guard, Jalen Brunson, over 6.5 assists, coming in at -110 on DraftKings. Let's dive into it. He's got this over 3 of his last 5 games, averaging 7.2 assists per game. All those games, he was projected 10-plus assists in all of them, but just didn't get to 10 there. He's got this over 3 of his last 4 versus OKC, averaging 6.7 assists per game. 3 straight overs for him against OKC, so in this matchup, he's looking to pass here. I like him being at home, especially for this matchup. At home this season, he has a 61% hit rate overall, so you got to love that. Over 6 of his last 10 home games as well, averaging 7.1 assists per game. I was trying to look at the numbers here. It looks like OKC's more in the middle of the pack, like giving up assists to the point guard position. So there's no true advantage here. So I'm mostly going with role players playing better at home, and I think Brunson's going to hit people in stride. The last 4 home games as well, he's at a potential of 10-plus assists in all of those. So he could easily get this over, so he has the opportunity to get there. So I like that. I have him projected at 7.3 assists in this matchup, so like his over at 6.5 on DraftKings. My second best bet is going to be in the Bulls-Wolves matchup. I always got you on the Chicago Bulls play here. Hey, on the road, last time they played here, I was a little nervous on taking his over. Didn't take it, and I wish I did. So this time, I wrote it down in my notes. You take DeMar DeRozan's overs against the Wolves. I'm going with DeMar DeRozan over 24.5 points, coming in at -104 on FanDuel. Kind of surprised this number's still at 24.5 at -104 odds. Like, he's balling out these last few games. He's gotten this over 4 of his last 5 games, averaging 25.8 points per game. 4 straight 27-plus point games. He has been on fire. He's been doing a nice consistency of driving in the lane and getting to the foul line. The last 4 games, he's getting to the foul line 10 times, and he's made all 10 of his free throws. He's a very high percentage free throw shooter, and I like this matchup here overall. Minnesota gives up the 12th most points to the small forward position. I think they give up the 15th most to the power forward position. So whatever one you want to put DeMar in, you could throw him there because You know how the Bulls do it. They do like the weird lineup with Caruso playing small power forward sometimes. So you never know what that. He's gotten this over his last four games, averaging 36.5 points versus the Wolves. He balls out. Even though the Wolves are really good at defense, DeMar DeRozan is leaned on in this matchup to get buckets. He's gotten this over three of his last 4 games, averaging 30 points per game on the road. He's gotten this over 5 of his last 5 games with 1 day of rest, averaging 28.2 points per game in the sweet spot here. Steady volume, 18 field goal attempts in his last 5. Got to love that. And like I said, he gets to the free throw line in this matchup. So out of everyone in this game, I feel very confident in this one. I like his over 24.5 points. For my third best bet, it's probably going to be the most exciting matchup of the day, I would have to say. It's going to be in the Mavs-Rockets matchup. One of the hottest teams in the NBA, the Rockets, trying to go for that last play-in spot here. Over-unders at 231.5. Close spread. So I absolutely love this play. So I have a same game parlay here. 3+ plays for plus 172 odds on FanDuel. Let's dive into it. For the first leg, it's going to be Luka Doncic on this Easter Sunday. He's only gotten this over 1 for his last 5 for 30+ points. So he's due for a pretty big game here, and I think that's today in this high over-under matchup. Houston allows the 3rd most points to the point guard position. Prime spot for Luka here. He's gotten this over 64% of the time on the road this season. So Luka on the road knows he has to ball out for his team. He's gotten this over 5 of his last 6 games versus Houston, averaging 36.8 points per game. So he can go absolutely nuclear in this matchup, and I think he will here today. For the second leg, we're going with Jalen Green, probably the most exciting player during this 10-game run for the Houston Rockets. As my alarm just goes off, hopefully that didn't give you guys hot flashes right there like it did to me waking up early. Green has gotten this over 5 of his last 5 games, averaging 33 points per game. He's got this over 8 of his last 10 games as well, averaging 30.5 points per game. Dallas ranks in the middle of the pack guarding the shooting guard position here, so not really clear advantage there, but he's gotten this over 5 for his last 5 home games as well, averaging 31.4 points per game. Like I said, fun game overall. Jalen Green, 25+ points. I think his over-under is at 26.5, so we're right below what his projection over-under is. Then we're going to go Kyrie Irving. 20+ points here. He's gotten this over 4 of his last 5 games, averaging 25 points per game. He's gotten this over 2 of his last 2 versus Houston, averaging 34.5 points. So him and Luka most likely will go nuclear in this matchup. Probably not from how I'm talking about this. Houston got this over 12. Houston allows the 12th most points to the shooting guard position, so kind of an advantage there in the last 15 games. So Kyrie does have a lean there. Kyrie's gotten this over 5 for his last 5 road games as well, so absolutely love this spot. 3+ plays here, the little 30, 25, and 20 here for 3+ plays for plus 172 odds on FanDuel. Those are my 3 best bets for you in the NBA. Hopefully we continue this little hot run we're on here. 4 straight winners here. Feels good to close out the week like this, but the job's not done yet. We got 3 plays here that need to go for a sweep. As always, if you're new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe down below. Makes me know you like the content, and I appreciate the support we've been getting these last few days. 50 subscribers. I actually never thought I would get to 50. Didn't think people would get here, but hey, 50 subscribers. I really appreciate the support on these videos the last few days. As always, hope you're having a wonderful Easter Sunday. Hopefully you guys find the eggs, and hopefully none of these players lay an egg for us today. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Keep on smiling. I will see you in the next one.